Hello, Rattlely friends! Today I wanted to sit down and share with you my rather strange tip for increasing word count, writing faster and better through maintaining momentum in writing. Before we go any further though, let me give you the formal disclaimer and remind you all that the following is merely just my advice, my opinion, and what worked for me. Don't take it as gospel. Consider it a toolbox. Feel free to change the pieces, modify it, twist it, whatever you need to make it work for you is fine by me. That being said, what is this strange tip? Well, before we get there, I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes of all time. It goes a little like this. It doesn't matter how fast you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Personally, I believe that in writing, momentum is everything. The more immersed you're in the story, the more engaged you are with the act of writing, the better your writing is. And the faster you're gonna finish the book. This is the entire reason why people have created software and techniques and devices to reduce the distraction from the world around us as much as possible. This is why I tell you to put on headphones, listen to music, close the door, create a place for you and a time for you so that the world cannot distract you, because in reality, the world is against you when you're writing. There are countless distractions. There's something going on everywhere at all times. And it's difficult to keep writing, to keep the momentum when the world is threatening to distract you at every corner. The very last thing you want to do while you're in the middle of writing is having to stop. English is not my first language, so there used to be times when I would have to stop in the middle of writing because I could not find the word I was looking for. I knew what I was trying to say. Have you ever had that happen to you? Like, you know what you're trying to say, you know you are almost there, the word is right on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't find it. So you have to surrender to your inability to remember. You have to open up your dictionary or thesaurus or go to Word Hippo, and you find the word. But by the time you come back, you have lost all momentum. You had to stop writing to go find this word. It's kind of like you're in the middle of a run and you have to stop to tie your shoelaces. You're cold now. You're gonna have to, once again, build the momentum again and get writing. And I thought, there has to be a better way to do this. I don't want to have to stop every time I can't remember one little word. I know what I'm trying to say, so there has to be a better way to go about doing things. And I found it. So one day, I found myself in a situation where I was in the middle of writing, and I knew what I was trying to say. I knew where I was going, but I did not know the word I was looking for. And I realized, you know what, I'm not going to stop. I'm gonna just let Max from the future figure things out for me, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, which is write. In my most recent example of this, I was in the middle of writing a scene where two characters were talking and fighting inside of a barracks. And I could not, for the life of me, find the word for people training with weapons. It's not fighting, it's a different word. And, well, in the middle of writing, I didn't want to stop, I didn't want to break my immersion, I didn't want to lose all of my momentum just to go find one word. So, I left that off to Future Max to figure out. I wrote in brackets, training with weapons, and I kept going. I wrote it a couple of times, and, of course, ironically, by the end of that chapter, I remember the word. Sparing. The word I was looking for was sparing. I made a note of it, I added a little note at the bottom of the chapter, and I kept going. This, by the way, also works with little facts that you don't know off the top of your head. Like, if you're in the middle of writing and you don't actually know the capital of Sweden, don't stop to Google it, just write in brackets, capital of Sweden, and then during the revision draft, fix it, patch it over. I can't begin to tell you how much more I have been able to write, how much faster it's been, and how much easier it's been when I have left all of the word hunting to the revision draft. I mean, the story is going to get revised anyway. And if you ask me, in my experience, the first draft is the hardest part of the entire process because you're building things up from scratch. And I usually find that the word comes to me in the middle of writing the chapter anyway, so no time is wasted. Again, my little strange tip for writing more goes a little like this. If you are in the middle of writing, in the act of writing itself, and you have forgotten a word, like you know what you're trying to say, but the words have just completely escaped you, don't stop. Don't go and hunt the word right now. Don't stop the act of writing because building momentum is the hardest part. Simply just write what you're trying to say in brackets and keep going. The word will probably come to you in the act of writing, as is my personal experience, and if not, fix it during the revision draft. This goes the same for little facts as well. You don't have to stop to do research in the middle of writing for little things. I promise you that there will be time for fixing all of those little things later. For now, the most important thing for you is to get those words on the page, to keep momentum so you never stop being inspired to write the story, and to keep writing. I hope this little odd tip helps. I've been using it for a very long time. All of that being said though, if you have comments or feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you have somehow found a better way of doing this, let me know. I would totally love to know. I am always out there hunting for new, strange, odd tips for writing. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you would like more. If you would like even more writing advice, positivity, and prompts, head over to my writing blog over at maxkieran.tumblr.com. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I hope to be seeing you soon. Mwah!